How much money should anybody have in order to go ahead and get started day trading? Well, this is a question that we get very often, and the answer might surprise you, but let's just dive right into it. Now, for everybody on Wall Street Bets and going through and finding these signal groups on Telegram, I'm going to be very straightforward with you. A lot of these are probably not the best resources for you to start off on. Wall Street Bets more so for stocks. If you're in the Forex space, there's so many different signal groups that will alert you to, hey, buy here or short here, whatever it is. And majority of the time, it's not in your best favor in order to follow those because number one, you don't know the strategies being used. And number two, the entries might be, well, you might be a little late on the entries and there's so many things that can go wrong. And again, it doesn't really teach you anything. The first thing I'll tell you is don't go ahead and fall into this facade of signal groups because quite frankly, they don't work as well as you think they do. Now, one of the best things any beginner trader can do is go out and pretty much learn how to trade using whatever strategies that you want to use and implementing them using a demo or paper account. So paper trading accounts are just demo accounts that you can trade, live during the active market hours. And so again, if you want to get your feet wet, don't go in with a live account where you deposit real money because quite frankly, a lot of people blow a bunch of accounts before they should start a live account. But paper trading is very, very important. Paper trading is what will allow you to test your strategies and see what works and really get the hang of the market. Now, there's a lot of different brokerages that you can use in order to paper trade. I just pulled one up on Forex.com. There's so many that you can use. Even MetaTrader has their own paper trading platform that's very easy to create. And again, I would highly suggest learning to paper trade before you go to a live and active account. Now, one thing that we really focus on is actually going out there and utilizing AI or trading algorithms to trade for us now. And the reason we do that is because, again, we as human beings have a lot of emotion that we attach to trades or revenge trade, whatever it is. And there are, certain strategies out there that can be automated using artificial intelligence, AI bots, trading bots that do exceptionally well. Like here, for example, this one, let me just refresh. So here's one of our particular portfolios. As you can see, the balance over here, the profit, all of that. And it's growing at a very steady rate as well. And this is all specifically done through AI. And again, I'm not going to harp too much on this, but if you want to learn more about that, there's a link in the description. You could join our Telegram as well, where I post updates almost every single day. But if you want to watch this live, how it works and everything, you can come and join us Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time live on a live webinar where I'll discuss everything and show you everything. But you can see this account growing over time and remain liquid. So again, that's one of the things that we utilize now, given the fact that over the years, we have learned different strategies to trade. When it comes down to charting, learning patterns, learning everything that we need to know, especially around news. So again, there's a lot to digest here. If you're interested on learning how we utilize AI to trade our capital, there's a link in the description. You can learn more there, but let's keep going. Now, day trading requires a lot of discipline. As a matter of fact, 97% of day traders lose money over time, and 1% are actually profitable, which is a crazy statistic. So if you think you're able to become one of the 1%, I believe in you as well. And again, you should believe in yourself if that's really what you think. However, just like I mentioned before, the reason why we pivoted over to trading with algorithms is because of this, is because a lot of times human emotion comes into play. And one of the things that I want to reference right now is that you have to be disciplined, control your emotions, understand that if a trade doesn't go your way, set either a mental stop loss or an actual stop loss, and also never forget to take profits. One of the things that I learned in the very beginning is that I was up, like 2x on whatever I was, whatever the position was, whatever I was in. And I said, nah, I'm not going to go ahead because it can go to 3x or 4x or 5x, right? And so that was one of the greatest mistakes ever, because the trade can turn on you is so fast, just as fast as it goes to the upside, to the green where you're profitable, it can go right back the other way. And that's pretty much the worst situation you can be in. So you have to be disciplined. You can't revenge trade. You have to set your mental stop losses, take profit. Even if they're not mental, you need to just set them, write them down, look at it every single day. And don't keep trading just because you're on a hot streak. Once you hit those numbers, phenomenal. Then just close your laptop, keep going, and refresh yourself, learn, maybe paper trade, learn different strategies, whatever it is, but let your live account be as is if you're going and hitting those numbers that you are setting for yourself every single day. Now for the account size, everybody's always asking, how much should we fund the account with? Now, personally, I would always recommend 5,000 to be the bare minimum. 10,000 plus is always great. The more you have to work with, the better it is, especially for those that love to over leverage yourselves. So Warren Buffett literally says, if you don't have leverage, you don't have trouble. And again, it's super important, specifically in the Forex space. There's so many different brokerages that offer like a 1 to 500, a 1 to 1,000. Leverage can be a very big curse, but it can also be very profitable if you set up yourself correctly. And so that's why I like bigger balances to have bigger buffer rooms when I get into trades, depending on the lot sizes. But again, just understand, I would set a bare minimum of 5,000 before you decide to get into anything. Even stocks, you have the pattern day trader rule where you can't necessarily get in and out as frequent as you want unless you have 25,000 in your account. But again, we're not going to talk about the PDT rule currently because that doesn't really fit the criteria of what I want this video to go down. So, when you're talking about the foreign exchange market, because I know a lot of people are interested in that specifically here on this channel, I would suggest 5,000 minimum. Anything above 5,000, 10,000, 25, whatever, it gives you a lot more room to play with your trades. Again, depending on the leverage, I wouldn't recommend really over leveraging yourself in the beginning because you can still make some great passive gains without having to go like a 1 to 1,000 or 1 to 500. Just keep that in mind. It's really important to actually find somebody, something, whatever it is, to learn from. Now, a lot of people will be on YouTube, just like this video, where you're trying to learn from myself and, 3 other people. You'll watch like 10 videos tonight trying to figure this out. And, you're learning a bunch of different directions to go in. And that's actually counterintuitive. So you want to find somebody who seems to be and shows results that they know what they're doing and learn from them, kind of hone in on what they're teaching, see their strategies, see what their setups are, see how they're taking it, see why, understand the psychology. You want to focus, and having everything scattered everywhere for you, watching his YouTube video, our YouTube video, this person, is only going to be detrimental for you in the long term, because at that point you're trying to follow everybody else but don't have something set for you. And so you want to, if you're going to learn from somebody, just constantly learn from them, constantly learn their strategy and apply it. Take the setups that you see, not that you're given and told to in signal groups, etc. So always keep learning, never stop learning, but have a foundation, a base of who you're going to learn from, because at the end of the day, it's really important that you just don't follow, ironically, just don't follow some random people on YouTube just because they say they make good income, good passive income, or they trade amazingly well. So again, use your best judgment and learn from somebody, learn from a group, learn from individuals, whatever it is that know what they're doing, understand their setups, etc. Now, fees. You have to understand that every single brokerage has a fee for getting into a trade and getting out of a trade. So fees can really rip into your profits here if you're not really sure exactly what to do. And this comes back to account size. So if your account size is relatively small, you're going to be paying a lot in fees, and it'll actually reflect much greater in your total balance, and it'll have a heavier impact on your overall balance and your profits. Again, if you're also really leveraged, high. So as you're looking for a brokerage, like I just said, each one, whether they're offshore or they're domestic, they each have fees, especially when you're working with different lot sizes. I know certain ones will charge like $7 to $12 per lot. $12 is really expensive. However, those are negotiable as well. If you reach out, you can negotiate, how much you're paying for every single lot. And there's a lot that you can do, but always keep in mind every single fee that they have, whether it's a deposit fee, withdrawal fee, a fee on a trade, if it's, a commission for every single profitable trade, whatever. So again, understand the fee structure because it will really tear into your profit. And a lot of beginners don't know that. So always understand the fee structure and always understand how that can really affect your bottom line and the capital that you deployed into your investment. Remember I said how to always set a goal? One thing you always want to do is look at your goal that you set. And again, you can have a daily goal, you can have a weekly goal, and a monthly goal that pretty much all add up to the monthly goal. So you can work backwards. If you want a yearly goal, work back for every quarter, every single month. Every month, go to week. Every week, go to day, etc. And again, don't ever chase trades that, quite frankly, don't have the perfect setup that you want, because again, that's how you're not going to win. Don't force a trade. Always try to get the setup that you want, and always set some goals for yourself that you follow. And if you don't hit the goal for the day, it's okay, all right? As long as you're progressing, as long as you are learning, which is the most important, you will get to where you want to, get to in regards to your daily gains. But don't chase, don't revenge trade, etc. Set a goal that's realistic and that's very attainable, and go from there and figure out a strategy that will allow you to hit those goals. Now, if you want to join our free Telegram, again, this is nothing to sell you. You can. Links down below. I'll give you, updates every single day, what's going on, our trades, etc., and even provide you with some cool insights that would really help you. So the Telegram is down below. You can check that out. Come and join us, see what's going on, and just enjoy your stay. There's a lot to learn if you enjoy videos like this. Now, once you're done learning and you have some experience under your belt utilizing paper trading accounts or demo accounts, you can then proceed to go and open up a live account. Now, where you open up a live account is definitely, kind of what you are comfortable with. A lot of brokerages are offshore. Some of them are kind of sketchy, but this is where you have to do your own research. I personally don't recommend any right now. However, do we use multiple different brokers? Yes. Do they pay? Yes. But I specifically want this video to teach you to go out there and do your research and how to do it. Dig deep. And the other thing is, Reddit is great. I know a lot of people are going to go to Reddit because there's so many Reddit posts out there when it comes down to brokerages and feedback. At the end of the day, everybody has a different experience with the brokerages that they use. Some people, or a lot of people, might get scammed if it's offshore, and some people might make up a lie because they might be on a different profile and that's their competitor. So again, it's very hard to gauge unless you yourself actually go ahead and use it and make your own decisions. Of course, you're going to get swayed when you're doing research because no brokerage is perfect, literally none. So that's what I've learned is, as long as you go ahead and with a little bit of capital, you win, have these profits, withdraw, okay? See if they allow you to withdraw. But obviously, the bigger the withdrawal, the bigger the risk. So just get a gist of exactly what brokerage you want to go with, see and get a general consensus for yourself, and just understand that a brokerage that's offshore can be here today and gone tomorrow. So that's something you have to be very wary about. So do your research, but don't let, these forums and whatnot. I'm not saying Reddit's bad. All I'm saying is that I go on Reddit a lot and it does sway my decisions as well. And it, can be really counterintuitive for my goals. So make an informed decision, a correct one, but I don't want to sway you into telling you, go to this broker. I won't reveal any brokers in this video. Do I talk about some? Of course. But in this case, I want you to learn. I want you to go out there and do it yourself. Do the research, put in the time, because it'll be worth it for you. Now, you want to set yourself a schedule. When it comes down to trading, we all know market hours. If it's Forex, we know the weekend is pretty much closed until Sunday. You want to set yourself a schedule of when to be online, when to trade, when to stop, because at the end of the day, you probably have a family, or maybe you want to start a family, you have friends, you want to have a social life. The biggest con I could say for myself is that I obsessed way too much every single hour of the day, every single second. I went to sleep with the charts open on my computer, like right next to me charging. That's not okay. You have to have a life. You have to separate. So set a schedule for yourself. I do this all the time now. I set a schedule. I set a schedule for creating content, set a schedule for actually monitoring the market. And if there's no setups during that time, it's okay. It truly is. Now, again, if there's certain occurrences such as news that pops up and you might want to check, to see if the charts are having great setups, that's different. But don't let it run your life. Because at the end of the day, it could have negative effects on it. People stop asking you to hang out, all that. I know we're getting a little deep here, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to save you from, getting obsessed and obsessive to end up losing more than you make your first year around or so. Again, this is just my 2 cents. Do as you wish. Just figuring that maybe this can help you, just set a schedule. You'll thank me later on. And again, I hope you learned a lot. If you want to see more about our AI algorithmic trading and how we're doing it, how we're getting insane returns, every single week. Again, it's nothing crazy. Not like we're hitting 50%. As you can see over here, monthly is 11.65 roughly, and daily is around 0.3 or so. So if you want to see everything, how it actually trades in real time, you want to see everything that we do and how we deploy our capital in here, how it's actually liquid, and pretty much just see everything on what our operations are and how we allocate a bunch of our capital now, because it does very, very well. So with all that being said, the link is in the description if you want to come and join us live every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I hope to see you there. Otherwise, join us in Telegram, smash a like on this video, subscribe, and if you have a comment, question, concern, leave it down in the comments. Can't wait to see you very soon. Have a fantastic day and enjoy trading.